When Ivanka Trump said some people should consider leaving the country, the room froze. Then Jasmine Crockett stood, calm and fearless. Ivanka, she said, when leaders tell people to leave instead of listen, that's not patriotism, that's privilege. The silence was electric. Ivanka's smile faltered, her mic cut off moments later. The audience erupted and a new kind of truth took center stage. Jasmine waited for Ivanka to finish, then said calmly, "People don't need patience, Ivanka, they need relief. You can't buy groceries with speeches or pay rent with promises." The audience stirred. "It's easy to talk about progress when you've never had to choose between heat and food," she added. Ivanka's smile stiffened. When she pushed back about collaboration, Jasmine didn't blink. "Collaboration's great as long as it's not just a prettier word for control. People don't need perfect speeches, Ivanka. They need empathy," Jasmine said softly. "They can't buy groceries with optimism." The crowd stirred, applause breaking out. Ivanka's smile tightened. "Passion doesn't pay the bill," she replied. Jasmine leaned in. "Discipline matters, but so does compassion. People are disciplined every day. Are we disciplined enough to listen?" Applause thundered. Ivanka forced a laugh. "You enjoy challenging me." Jasmine smiled. "No, Ivanka. You're just used to being agreed with." The room gasped. Silence fell, until Ivanka's next words shattered it. "Maybe people who keep complaining about America should consider leaving it." The air froze. The damage was done. Every word cut deep. Ivanka tried to keep talking, but the damage was done. Jasmine's voice came calm, steady, and laced with disappointment. "That's a strange thing to say. I love this country. I fight for it every day. I speak up because I care, not because I want to leave." The silence was heavy. "Telling people to leave because they speak the truth isn't patriotism," she added. "It's fear disguised as pride." The audience erupted. Ivanka blinked, thrown off balance. "I didn't mean it that way," she began, but Jasmine's tone stayed composed. "You meant that voices like mine make you uncomfortable. But silence is a luxury. Not everyone has applause built again, stronger this time. When people talk about injustice, it's not because they hate America," Jasmine continued. "It's because they want it to live up to its promises." Standing ovations followed. Ivanka tried to recover. "I care deeply about this country." Jasmine nodded. "Then show it, by listening instead of labeling. Pride in America isn't pretending it's perfect." The room went still. Ivanka's smile faltered. "Passion doesn't always solve problems," she said. Jasmine's reply was quiet, devastating. "No." "But silence never has." The studio exploded in applause. "This isn't about politics," Jasmine said. "It's about people. Every time someone says, 'just be grateful,' what they mean is, 'don't make me uncomfortable.' But progress begins when we finally do." The crowd rose to their feet. Jasmine sat calm, unshaken. Ivanka's applause was slow, distant, and behind her practiced smile, something sharp was forming. The applause faded, but its echo clung to the air. Ivanka's calm mask couldn't hide the frustration beneath. The host tried to steer things forward, but the balance was gone. "Leadership," Ivanka said firmly, "is about standing tall when people try to tear you down. Something some in Washington could learn." The jab hung heavy. Jasmine's reply was cool. "Composure's easy when you live in comfort. Real leadership means helping those who can't afford to wait." The crowd stirred. Ivanka fired back. "We've created jobs, supported families." Jasmine cut in. "For everyone or just the comfortable?" Gasps rippled. Ivanka deflected, blaming past administrations. Jasmine leaned in. "Blame is easy. Responsibility isn't." Ivanka snapped. "Maybe complainers should start contributing." The air froze. Jasmine's voice softened, but cut deep. "Contribution looks like working 2 jobs and still not affording rent. That's reality, Ivanka. You can't preach hard work when your path was paved before you walked it." The studio erupted, shocked, divided, electric. Jasmine's voice cut through the tension. "Real leadership isn't about lights. It's about standing up when no one's watching." Ivanka's smile faltered. "Careful, Congresswoman," she warned. Jasmine leaned in. "The truth always has consequences." The crowd roared. Power had just shifted. Ivanka's voice trembled. You talk about respect, but I've never seen someone so eager to tear another woman down. Jasmine met her calmly. Respect isn't silence, it's truth. And if truth breaks lies, maybe they needed to fall. The crowd went still. You know, Ivanka, Jasmine said softly, power isn't in who speaks. It's in who can silence others. Ivanka frowned. What's that supposed to mean? That truth always finds a mic, even when someone tries to switch it off. Moments later, Jasmine asked, tell me, Ivanka, who's your husband? Jared Kushner or Trump? Gasps filled the room. Her mic went dead. Ivanka leaned in. Careful, you're playing a dangerous game. Jasmine didn't move. You just proved my point. Ivanka stormed off. The woman with all the power left, the one with no voice, said everything.